Hi, welcome to another Movement of the Day post. Your mod for today is one of my favorite corrective drills. It is called the band pull apart, except we're doing it with two variations, the underhand grip and the overhead component. I know that's a mouthful. Before I start, let me give you a disclaimer. As you can see, when I lock out my elbows, I'm double jointed, so my elbow position looks a little funny when I'm doing any movement that requires extension in the arms, so don't let that throw you off. Okay, so let me show you the traditional band pull apart, which is any exercise band that you hold with an overhand grip, and you pull nicely at the height of your shoulders to bring your shoulder blades back and retract it and down, and nice and steady, come back to center and repeat. So that's it for the traditional one. We're going to use the variation of the underhand grip. Remember, palms up, thumbs outward. This is going to help create your external rotation. We're going to further that benefit by moving our hands further out than our elbows. So there's your first variation, the underhand grip. We're also going to add the overhead component. So we're going to raise our arms in front. I'm going to take a little slack out of this. We're going to raise our arms up and in front, and then start with the pull apart as you calm down. So there's your frontal view. Now I'm going to hopefully you'll be able to see behind me my shoulder blades move. Again, starting from overhead, you're going to come down, and you'll get that additional scapular rotation as you go up and down, as well as the retraction benefits. So I'm actually working on some anatomical imbalances in the back, so hopefully that doesn't throw you off either. So that's one type of band. I want to show you a couple of variations that I happen to have at home. This is what's called a loop exercise band. Actually, there's really no common terminology for all these types of bands, but the loop, is helpful because you could use the same band with one strand for less tension, or double up for additional tension. But these bands usually come in sets of 3 or 4 with different tensions, and they're designed to be a substitute for free weights or barbells, so the tensions actually represent different weights. Another favorite and staple in my gym is this thing called the Pink Thing. It's from BodyRock.tv. And the wonderful thing about this is it has these loops all throughout, so it gives you additional components. It's like a regular exercise band and a loop band in one. I think it's genius. Also from Body Rock TV are the handled ones, but theirs have a nice fabric covering. Also comes in sets of 3 or 4 with different tensions. Now, if you don't have any of that, do you have pantyhose? If you're a man, does your girlfriend or wife have pantyhose? Any sort of elasticity is what we're looking for. So obviously this is not going to be nearly as strong, but it will still help you keep the form and stick to the mechanics of the move. If you don't have pantyhose, you might try looking for maybe an elastic, a belt, something that usually you have that's old, you're not using. You may even have some sort of tire tubing in the garage, but easier would be if you go ahead and invest in one of these loops that I showed you. They're not expensive, and you'll get tons of use out of it and your money's worth for sure. So I hope you try this. This is something that you can incorporate every day. It takes about a minute, 2 minutes, 10, 20, 30 reps max, as long as they're really good quality reps. So don't just start flopping and using the momentum to sling you back. Everything should be controlled. So you will have to play with the slack and the tension that you choose for yourself. So this is Jen signing off, reminding you to start where you are, do what you can, use what you have, and move something.